Quest, your favorite mother-daughter podcast. Today, we've got a newbie.
Yes, we do.
Josh Prey, who, gonna be honest, I missed where he was hired. And I came into the office one day, and Gaz, who's the head of social here, was like, Josh Prey's coming in the office, Alex, you guys gotta interview him. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like looking up who Josh Prey is, and you quickly see he's this larger-than-life for sure. Loves his mama.
Mm-hmm.
Big personality, nice guy, and huge on Facebook.
Huge on Facebook.
And I love that.
And he's a comedian.
He's so funny.
Yeah, very funny.
Lights up a room.
Very relatable.
Sarcastic. So that's who we're going to interview today. But before we do that,
yes,
you're going to tell us your boomer move of the week.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. You're looking at me like you don't know it.
I don't.
You don't know your boomer move?
No.
Okay, let's think of one. What have you been doing lately?
Okay, I mean, can a Twitter thing be a boomer move?
Always.
Well, I can't find the damn thread. So when somebody comments and I see what they said, I can't find to what they're responding to.
Okay, I feel sorry for you on this one because it took me a bit. like when I first started at Barstool, people were like, you got to get on Twitter. Everything happens on Twitter. And I'm like, no, because I had a Twitter in high school and it was confusing.
Yeah, because you got in trouble anyway.
Yeah, I had to go to the principal's office because
it was that confusing.
I created a fake Twitter and decided to report on everybody anonymously.
In a nice way. It was all nice.
It was positive, but it
still got you in trouble.
Yes. I'm proud of that, though.
You should be.
But I remember the threads are impossible. So
yeah.
I put Twitter to bed until I got here. And I mean, seriously, it took me 6 months.
Oh, really? Well, that makes me feel better.
It's a hard app because it's like, do you retweet? Do you quote tweet?
Well, I can retweet and I can quote tweet, but I cannot find where someone responds to the question. I can find the answer, but I cannot find the question.
It does qualify as a boomer move because it is you having trouble with a social media app, but it's a completely valid one. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, so that's an exciting boomer move.
I haven't been doing it for 6 months, so that's good too.
There you go. So you'll get there.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Quick pause for a Mamitas ad. Because it's officially fall. Is it fall? What is it? It's not summer anymore. It's the day. It's
fall.
Well, it's after Labor Day, but technically, did we have the last day of summer?
I don't know.
It's football season is what it is. Right?
Yeah, it's just football
season.
That's the season.
Yeah. That's the season. And so the official drink of football season is Mamitas.
Is Mamitas.
Because it is made with it's a hard seltzer made with real tequila.
That's right.
95 calories, naturally gluten-free, less than 1 gram of sugar, which equals no hangover.
And you're not tired.
You're not tired.
Yeah, you're not like dragging around after you drink one of those big beers.
Yeah, your sugar doesn't spike and then
crash, and then you're like asleep at the football game.
Yeah, that's the worst.
This is like an all-day football game.
There's nothing worse than drinking a drink at noon for kickoff, and at 3 p.m. you're like, can I go to bed?
Yeah.
This is.
I generally leave the game by then anyway, but that was not this way you could maybe hang in there a little longer.
That's right. What are the flavors?
They are peach, paloma, mango, pineapple, spicy margarita, and tequila sunrise.
What's your favorite?
Paloma.
Paloma's
And
mine
yours?
too.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get off the Paloma. You can get them at Target, Walmart, Jewel Osco, Publix, GoPuff.com, and we will link the store locator. Pick up a variety pack, put them over ice, and you and your friends will enjoy and tag us.
Yes, tag us.
Mom,
what?
You're doing football picks.
Mm-hmm.
You are, aren't you, doing those weekly?
Yes.
Mother knows
bets.
Mother knows bets. I love that. How are you doing so far? You're 2 for 2? Yep. I know you're not going to know. You can do 2 for 2.
Okay, 2 for 2. I'm
Call.
2 for 2.
And in full disclosure, we're pre-recording this, so she doesn't actually know. But we know you're 1 for 1.
But we do know this.
What?
If you don't win the first one, you can't win them all, and I won the first one.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Dad, for picking. I know.
No, he had a friend help him pick, but he told me that saying.
I love that. If you don't win your first one, you can't win them all.
That's right.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mom, do you go to football games?
Occasionally.
And you leave early?
Well, OU games I do because I'm freaking worn out, and it's usually too hot.
It is so hot. Football season around here at Barstool is funny because we're obviously none of us are in school. But in the summer, it's summer, and then football season starts, which is when school starts and everyone comes back to the office. So I kind of feel like I'm back in college.
It is sort of that way, isn't it?
Like we actually do like the school season.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It is kind of nice.
The best adult job in the world.
It is the best adult job in the world. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Because I've decided that people in New York are not adults until they're about 35.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah, no,
just no one wants to grow up.
No one wants to grow up, but I decided that it's like people get married later here.
Yes.
They wait to have kids.
Yes.
So really all they're doing is just extending their extremely self-absorbed selves all the way through college until they're about 35. So you know what's going to happen.
What?
When real life hits, it's going to hit like a brick wall.
I gotta completely disagree with you there, because I think that people in New York, first of all, when I said no one wants to grow up, I actually don't agree with that. I'm really excited about growing up.
Well, I don't ever want to grow up.
Well, I don't think you want to stay playful and things like that, but having responsibilities fun. Like, I'm enjoying the phase of like working hard. I feel like I've gotten a pretty big dose of reality being in New York.
Yes, but okay, the working hard is still just all about, it's just you.
Correct, but I want to do that for myself right now.
That's right. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. So it's still like all about you as opposed to kids, parents, mothers, all this kind of, like, you don't have this whole, like, you don't have aging parents. You don't have younger kids. You don't have, like all that. That's responsibility. When you're responsible for another human.
Yes.
Like, that's a big responsibility. Until then, it's just like what you want to do.
Well, my husband has been putting his dirty dishes back in the refrigerator.
He gets to do that.
Yeah, that's who I'm taking care of.
I saw when you said that, and you said, "Did anyone picture my husband?" And I said, "No, I pictured you."
I keep opening the refrigerator, and I'm like, Graham, and he's not meaning to do it. I think he's like his brain's somewhere else.
He's just really thinking hard about work.
Yeah, because he's like, did I do it again? I'm like, yeah, the dishes, you're putting them in here, and you're not putting them in the refrigerator.
Either that, he's just playing dumb.
Probably.
It's starting now, Alex. See, he just plays dumb, and then you have to start doing it. He's tricking you.
No, I take him that dish. And I say, here you go. You go in there and you wash it. He does the dishes. Like, okay. I don't know why
That's why he's slowly trying to get out of that job. He's like, oh, gosh, did I do that again? And pretty soon you'll be, like, doing the dishes, and then he'll be like, whew, I'm out of that one.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have to do them anymore.
You know, that's the whole thing. Like, I know that Joe knows how to fix things, but all along through life, he'd like, no, I don't know how to fix it. Just call someone. Just call someone. Really, he's just like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Just call someone. But instead, it'd be like, okay, I'll do it.
Right.
So then I just did everything because he said, oh, I'm busy or I can't or I don't know how. But he did. He knew how. He just didn't want to.
Right. So
I never figured out how to do that.
So I think it's a good thing to avoid things.
It is. You can say like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
If you don't really want to cook.
Well, we've started doing meal prep where there's this farm in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. That food is good.
It's really good, but we were like, what do we hate doing? And I said, I hate Sundays when we meal prep. I hate eating out in New York because I think it's expensive, and then you're like out of the office for like an hour, and then like you're like, what do we want for dinner? So I said, I love having the food at the house, and I love knowing what I'm going to eat.
Uh-huh.
I hate the act of cooking it. So we got online and we looked for healthy meal prep places, and we found this farm in New Jersey. They deliver it every Sunday. All you have to do is order by Wednesday. It's pretty comparable price-wise, and it solved all the problems. But it wasn't that neither of us knew how to cook. It was just that we didn't want to.
And even if you that's the thing. Like, I love to cook, but I got so tired of trying to meal prep for the week. Like, that'd be exhausting with everything else that you have to do in New York. So I'm going to start trying that.
Yeah, it's great
because it's like that's easier. And it's when you're meal prepping, it's not the same thing as cooking fun food.
No. Like, meal prep is like a task.
It's like a task.
It's not the art of cooking.
Right.
Okay, now that we've divulged our problems and solved them,
yes,
let's welcome to the show. Now we'll give people some laughs.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Josh Prey, and welcome to Barstool.
Yes. Here we go, Josh. Well, Josh, thank you for being on today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be next to a beautiful mom like yourself.
I'm so happy to hear it. That's very sweet.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to ask you questions, probably not in order, but because I don't think very many people that follow us may know who you are. Because you're new. You've been here how long?
I've been signed on to Barstool for about a month now. I signed on July 11th.
July 11th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you living here?
I am not. I am not living in New York. I'm based out of Florida. I live in Florida. I'm never going to leave Florida unless Florida drowns. So I'm staying in Florida forever. New York is too fast for me.
Yeah. So will you do all your content in Florida?
I do all my content in Florida. I'm a social media, internet personality. I'm a comedian on the internet, not an internet comedian, but I was blessed and fortunate enough to be able to do my work out of Florida.
Okay. We're going to first, I made you some cookies.
I know. Like, so can I have one
Yes,
now?
you can. They're a salted sea salt chocolate chip cookie. I brought you milk and water because I wasn't sure if you were a milk drinker.
I ain't gonna say these better than my mama cookies, but
You're a smart man.
You know, all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I can take these home, right?
Yes, you can take those home.
Okay, let's put these over here. I'm not sharing none of these. Okay.
You're not a milk drinker?
You know, most black people are lactose intolerant.
I'm lactose intolerant.
You might be half black.
I might.
You might be. So these are my cards.
Those are your cards, and you're going to ask me a question, and I'm going to ask you a question, but you go first.
Okay.
Because I'm the boomer here, and I'm not quite sure if you fall in the millennial category, but you almost do.
I'm a millennial.
You are?
Yep.
Alex is at the end of millennial. That's what. Okay.
Yeah, I am a millennial.
Yes,
okay.
you are.
So, all right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Who rudely No, that's too easy. What 16-year-old pop star sensation sang "Baby" featuring Ludacris? He was 16 at the time. He ain't 16 no more.
Eminem?
They're in a bowling alley.
Oh my God.
He has the best haircut. Okay, his haircut in that video looked like a 16-year-old white child from Alabama.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious? Come on, let's do.
Baby?
Oh,
Oh, baby, baby. I know the song. Okay, Ludacris. And
Usher,
what was
Usher
the first,
signed him.
What was the first part of the question?
What 16-year-old sensation? He's from Canada.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
No, I should know. I know. He's from Canada.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, dong.
I'm not going to be able to pull that name
Justin Bieber.
up. Oh my God.
Oh, come on,
That was so bad.
You're not a believer?
That is awful.
I'm a believer. I love Justin Bieber.
I love Justin Bieber too.
Clearly not enough.
No, seriously. No, I. You know what? When you get older, sometimes it's really hard to bring things to the front of your brain.
What are you, like a strong 47, 48?
Yeah.
Come on, when you get older.
I'm a strong 58.
Ooh.
Okay, so who was the first? No, that's easy. What is first a candy, then a gum?
First the candy, then the gum.
Then a gum. First a candy and then gum.
What the hell is that in relation to? Mom, I'm sorry. I just said hell. Mom, I apologize, mother. I apologize, ma'am. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what that is.
It's a razzle. Razzles.
What's a razzle?
I have no idea what a razzle is.
It's candy, and
What?
it's like little rock candies, and then after you put them in your mouth for a while, then you chew them into gum.
Who eats those?
Well, we used to
I
eat them when I was young.
I haven't. You used to eat them when you were young?
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
Who?
So you're asking me things that you know about. I'm asking you things I know about.
I've never heard of a razzle.
Yeah.
I was thinking Pop Rocks. Who was the first winner of the singing competition American Idol?
Oh my gosh.
Break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Do what it takes to say goodbye. She has a talk show.
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, look at you!
There we go.
Ding, ding, ding! I used to have a thing for Kelly Clarkson too.
You did?
I did. For like 8
Now
hours.
look how far she's come. How long ago was that? Did it say the year?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so here's one. I don't know. Okay. Name the brand of die-cast cars introduced by Mattel in 1968.
And kids, this is why you shouldn't do drugs. Man,
You never did drugs, did you?
never.
Yeah.
Never. My mama don't even like me doing Tylenol.
That's how my husband is with our kids.
I don't know.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
But Hot Wheels, when I was, I think this is a bad, like, just the little cars you used to play
Yeah,
with.
but I wouldn't even call them hot. I would have just said little cars.
That's what you'd say.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
What does the phrase "spill the tea" mean?
Gossip.
You know, Mom, you may be too into the know, right? Because it's gossip, the scoop, or news about yourself or someone else. So you
News
spill-
about yourself. I really do need some news about myself.
So you be out here in these streets spilling the tea. Don't spill the tea.
I really don't. I usually can't remember enough to spill the tea.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell you all my secrets.
You can, but actually sometimes I'll leave out like the most important thing, and I'll be like, he said, and I'll be like,
Oh,
they'll
you
be
leave
like,
out
that
the
makes
meat.
no sense. And I'm like, well, I don't know why it doesn't.
You leave out the meat.
I leave out the meat. Okay, who currently holds the record for the most times hosting Saturday Night Live? Are you a big Saturday Night Live fan?
Oh, okay.
Because you're
I
funny.
want to say Eddie Murphy. And then I want to say Eddie, but no, because he was a part of the cast. But then I want to say, I don't know, man.
Alec Baldwin.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
You wouldn't have? I think it was only probably because of the Trump years, don't you?
I
How many,
guess so,
how many
yeah,
times?
actually.
Yeah.
Because he did that whole through the whole time he went through the
He
election.
imitated Donald Trump, right?
Yes, and I think it was on every single time, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have one more. You have one more? We'll be
Yeah.
done. Okay.
I'm eating your cookies. That's not better than my mama's. Who rudely interrupted Taylor Swift at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards?
Kanye.
Why do you know that? Why is that so easy?
I think I watched that one.
Like, is that when like America collectively started like hating Kanye West?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't see the big deal though.
It was pretty rude,
But she still won.
but he came up and just
All right.
embarrassed her, and flustered her. And
Did it really embarrass her? Because after that, didn't her career take off?
I think she was accepting an award, so her career had already taken off, right?
But she was still a winner though. Like she was still.
Yeah,
Taylor-
no, she walked away
She
the
was
winner.
gonna be who she was gonna be. Like
I think it maybe set him off more.
I think it made him like the super villain, which he leaned into.
He did lean into it, yeah.
Garnered some attention. Good job. You got 4 out of 5, or 3 out of 4, I believe. 3 out of 4.
I have one more for you. Who was the first member of the Beatles to die? Everybody must know this.
Jack Nicholas. Paul McCartney. No, Paul McCartney's still alive.
He's still alive.
Oh,
I think there's only 2 still alive.
Isn't it?
I can't. Oh, he was married to Yoko. Does that help you any?
Ain't Yoko a wrestler? No, that's Yokozuna. I'm wild.
John Lennon.
John Lennon.
Yes. John
Listen,
Lennon.
to all the parents out there that were from the 60s and 70s, I apologize to y'all. Please do not hit me up on my AOL inbox because y'all ain't got no social media. So y'all probably like AOL Messenger. I can't believe you forgot John Lennon. His mom should be banned.
No, my son used to tell me he didn't like listening to the Beatles that much, and I'm like, that's the most un-American thing. And he'd be like, well,
The
he
Beatles
loves
aren't even
rap.
American.
Oh, you're true. That's true.
So how's it un-American to listen to a group that's not American? What?
I think everybody in America loves them, right?
That's like saying it's not white of you to not like Wayne Brady. He ain't even white. White America loves him, but he ain't white.
Well, I don't know who he is.
You know who Wayne Brady is?
No?
From what's the
Whose
show?
Line Is It
Whose
Anyway?
Line Is It Anyway? Yeah.
Black
Okay.
dude, he can kind of sing.
I don't know whose line is it anyway.
He
What is that?
Drew Carey?
Oh, no.
You know what? I'm not gonna get offended because to each his own.
Yeah.
I don't know some things. I clearly ain't know 4 things, so it's all good.
Okay, so you were raised by a single mom.
I was raised by my mama.
How was that?
I think it was a blessing. I know growing up in a 2-parent household seems ideal and it seems awesome, but sometimes that's not the case. And me being raised by my mother, it taught me emotional vulnerability, if I said the word correctly. I think a lot of men struggle with being emotional and outwardly open.
Mm-hmm.
And I think being raised by my mother helped me be able to express myself more. So I'm less offended. I'm less bothered. People know who I am from the door. So I think that was a blessing.
That is a blessing. Like you can put yourself out there and say who you are instead of.
Very openly.
Yeah.
And I have no problem reiterating that. I have no problem expressing that over and over again.
And you're the youngest.
I'm the baby.
You're the baby. So was your mom really overprotective?
Oh, so my siblings would say my mom loves me the most because I was the baby and I was the person my mom tied my shoe. This is embarrassing, but it's all good. My mother tied my shoe till I was 12 years old.
She did.
I'm not even playing. And it's not, to all the parents out there, I'm not encouraging y'all to do that. But she was just so attached to me. I remember I was in the 6th grade and I had to go read for a group of kindergartners.
Mm-hmm.
And the kindergarten taught me how to tie my shoe because my mom used to tie my shoe when I was 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A kindergartner taught you how to tie your shoe?
Dead serious.
That's so cute.
She was like, no, let me tie your shoe. But my mom picked out my school clothes until I was in the 11th grade.
Okay, but you have 2 kids.
Yeah.
How old are they?
15 and 12.
And they're boys?
Yeah.
Do you tie their shoes?
I don't tie the 15-year-old shoe.
Okay.
The 12-year-old, though, the 12-year-old, that's my Percy. That's my dirt. That's my baby. I try to tie a shoe. He ain't with it, but I still kiss him all over his face. I still suck his cheeks. That's my baby. and I've raised them how my mother raised me.
You do.
Yeah. So
So are they? But they have. Are they close with their mom? Are you married right now?
Like to like 4 women.
Okay. So,
What is it called? Polymary?
Polygamy.
Polyamorous or like
wait.
I'm polymarried. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you should say that on here.
Why?
I think it's against the law, isn't it?
And I live in Utah.
So, gosh, I guess it'd be great to be raised by 4 women. But it'd be great to have 4 moms. Not.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
Nah.
good not joking.
Yeah.
Nah.
Does your mom like the women in your life?
Yeah.
She does?
Yes.
She likes your choices?
Yeah.
Is she close with
She
your
gon-
with your baby mamas?
She gonna kill me for this interview. She gonna
She
go
is?
off on me. Why did you say that on there? You lying, boy.
But you made us laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is?
Yeah.
That's good. I think
Yeah.
you're lying, but it's okay. I'll just go right on past that one. Does your mom make you cook for
I'm
you?
not in a polyamorous relationship.
I know you're not.
Oh, does she make me what?
Does your mom cook for you a lot? If you
No,
live, do you
my
live
mom-
near her in Florida?
I live 40 minutes away from my mother.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing she cooks for me is yellow rice and chicken. That's my favorite meal that my mom cooks. Yellow rice, and she bakes the chicken into the rice. She boils the chicken and bakes it into the rice. That's my favorite meal. My mother being a black woman, black women are said to like be able to cook like tremendously well. I think her cooking has died off as she's gotten older. I tell her she cooks chicken and she seasons it like she's washed it with water now. And she's like, boy, your blood pressure high. You got to be careful, boy. You can't be eating all this stuff. I want you to live long. And I always tell my mom, I don't want to live too long. You gonna live to be 100. Mom, I don't want to live to be 100. Like, could you imagine living to be like 100 and like you just sad because you can't die? Like every day you wake up and you just can't die.
I just had sent my kids a text saying, because my daughter was kind of worried about me, and I said, don't worry about it. Everyone in my family has lived to be 100. So the problem is I'm probably going to be so freaking annoying, you're going to want me to die.
My granddaddy died at 98, 97, 98. And every time I would see him over the holidays, it used to make my mom so mad. I walk up to the house because he lived with her during his last years. And I say, Granddaddy, you still here? And she was saying, stop saying that to my daddy. I say, Mom, everybody done died, Mom. His friends, his families, his cousins.
Everyone's gone for
That
him,
man
probably.
That man want to go home, Mom.
Yeah.
Send him home, Mom.
Oh, my gosh. So is she worried about your health?
I think she worries about my health like any mother, but I am a little chubby. I can lose like 50.
You could lose like 50?
Yeah, I want to lose like 50, 60 pounds.
Does she think you're heavy?
Nah, my mama think I'm fine.
Yeah.
She
I
tell
don't
me,
think
like-
Mom ever says that you're heavy.
Oh, my mama, baby, you are so handsome. You almost pretty, baby. You're just a big, strong, handsome man, baby.
Wow, living with someone that positive and giving you all those compliments probably was really awesome.
Oh, and I tell my sons the same thing, how handsome, how much I love them, how great they are every day. And my mom, her encouraging me. Sometimes when you get low, and that's the dope, cool thing about having a great mother. When you get low, you can reach back to those conversations that your mom told you positive things, and you can like expound on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
So
ma'am.
you said your mother is a minister?
Pastor.
Pastor.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
what is the difference?
Pastors.
Pastors like Baptist almost and ministers like Methodist? I don't know.
I just think they're really one and the same. I just think minister is more so outwardly. You can minister to anybody. You could be a minister, but you're not ordained.
Okay. A pastor's ordained.
Yeah, and they go to school and you gotta get certified and things.
And that's what your mom did.
She did.
That's awesome.
Yes,
So
love
does
the
she
Lord.
does she preach at a church?
Yeah, in Immokalee, Florida.
In where?
Immokalee, Florida.
Immokalee,
It's a
Florida.
very small. It's the second poorest town in Florida.
Where is it?
It's in a community. It's attached
Like-
to a community called Naples.
Oh, by Naples. Okay.
It's beneath Tampa, Florida.
Okay. So I always hear about a Florida man. Do you make a lot of jokes off of this?
Florida man, listen, to clarify, Florida man, it's not people from Florida that does that stupid stuff. People move to Florida and do that stupid stuff, and they just do it in Florida. So I talk about Florida man, but one of my, a good friend of mine, by OMG, it's Wix. He's on TikTok. He has like a couple million followers. He is the Florida man. So he does all the Florida videos and things like that. So he's very in tune to what's going on in Florida. But I don't do the Florida man.
Like, did he
stuff
start the Florida man?
No.
I only heard about this like from my son. I was kind of like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like,
Nah.
"Yeah, it's a joke because they always have in the papers a Florida man."
Nah, he didn't start Florida man, but he's built his brand off of that, and now he's Mr. Florida.
I bet it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you get your start doing into social media?
In 2014, I was sitting at home. I got a college degree in education.
Okay.
And I was sitting at home, and I didn't want to do the field no more. It just wasn't for me at the time. And I was like, what am I going to do with my life? And I was a security guard at a hotel, a Marriott hotel. And I didn't want to do that. It was like $13 an hour. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I just said, you know what? I'm going to try comedy because I've been goofy my whole life. So I did a stand-up show. That went well. And then I hopped on the internet because you needed the internet to do what you had to do. And the first video that went viral was actually with my mother. It was called Ride in the Car with Mama. And that went viral. Then it brought a huge fan base with me. And I've been booming ever since.
Did you do a series with your mom then after that? Because that would have been funny.
Me and my mom probably have 50, 60 videos online.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Of like riding in the car? Like, did you?
We ride in the car. But see, the thing is, like, I didn't want it to be overdone because people get tired of stuff really fast. People get tired of eating chicken and they want steak.
Yeah.
So with me and my mother, I just try to put her in very adult situations where she can be a mother, and I want to put my mother in a situation where other children and parents can relate to.
Yeah.
So maybe some moms aren't as talkative as my mom, but moms are protective, or they cook, or they get offended if you bring somebody else's food into their house. Or, or what would your mom do if you brought her a new vehicle?
Yeah.
What would your mom do if she met a new girl? Like, we've done all those videos together.
Did you buy your mom a vehicle?
Bought my mom a Jeep.
You did?
On Facebook Live.
That's nice.
Yeah, her dream. So my mom, up until the time I bought her a Jeep, my mother had never owned a car.
Oh, wow.
And I started making a little bit of money. It was right before COVID, and we was in a car dealership one time, and she was like, "I want that car," and I heard her say it, and like 2 weeks later, I went back and I bought the car cash for her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a Jeep.
I bet she died.
Oh my gosh, she was like, "Oh my gosh, my baby bought me a car." Oh my gosh, that excitement lasted like 6 days, and she's like, "Baby, you think you can get me a house?" Yeah, baby, you get somebody. And see, to all the people on the internet, please stop telling these parents that we rich. Yeah, somebody told me you get 1 million views, you got $1 million, baby. You won't lie to me. You won't lie to me, would you, baby? I ain't got $1 million, ma. I promise. I promise you, ma. I ain't got $1 million.
Yeah, and I'm saving it for when you get older because I got to take care of you.
Like facts, ma.
Yeah.
Facts.
Get some facts.
My mom will be living with me though when she gets too old. And by the grace of God, hopefully she'll never have to depend on her children to take care of her. But if she gets too old, she's definitely living with me.
That's nice.
Yeah, never a nursing home for my mama.
Are your older siblings fighting over who she's gonna live with,
Nah.
or you're the one that's like, I'm
Nobody
doing it?
fighting.
Okay.
If I say Cent coming to stay with, and we call her mom by her first name. When I say Cent, her name is Cynthia. But I say Cent coming to live with me, she coming to live with me.
That's cute. Are your kids close with her?
They love her as grandma, but because we live so far away, she doesn't see them as often as she wants to. But the other grandkids are extremely close to my mom because they live closer.
Oh, okay. And you're okay. So I can guess from what you've said, your mother does not know you curse.
No, you can say cuss. I like that.
I don't know why I said
Cuss
cuss.
is cool.
That's that Oklahoma coming out of you. Your mind don't know you cuss, boy. No, ma'am. Nah. And I swear sometimes, and I don't like to swear in the presence of my elders, regardless of how old I am in my situation. It was just a respect thing that I was taught by my mother. So, no, I don't swear in front of my mother.
But what about in front of women?
I try not to. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't think it's appropriate unless it's an appropriate setting, meaning an intimate setting or something like that. But
yeah,
I'm not saying I'm like perfect or nothing like that. But I definitely I think cursing is an ear sore.
An ear sore.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it. A very good way to put it. Okay, so when you did your first stand-up comedy, did you like prepare for that a lot? I prepared for it and I bombed bad. Oh, you did? It was a show at my hometown and like 300 people came. Well, you probably, if it was at your hometown, you probably knew most of those people. And I bombed so bad. Like I thought I was gonna be funny, and the show was great because I had 2 other comedians, but I just wasn't funny as I wanted to be. But it was my first comedy show. But over the years, like I've rocked my hometown. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I rocked my hometown. I think it'd be the most nerve-wracking to do it in front of people you know. I'd rather do it in front of an audience I didn't know at all. Nah, it's easier because once you get into the field of comedy, people respect you for what you're doing, and they'll understand that they come to laugh. So it's not that bad. Unless they're like not laughing. And when they don't laugh, life slows down like the Matrix. I swear. It was like slow motion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have not watched The Matrix either. I have to admit that.
Really?
I've
never
never
seen-
watched The Matrix. I mean,
Are
I
you
know.
serious?
I don't know why. I think I've tried numerous times and been like, ugh.
Well, go back, watch The Matrix, pay attention to the love story, then ask yourself, does your husband really love you?
Okay, I'll probably be doing that tonight.
If he don't love you like Neo love you, he don't love you.
Is Neil Keanu?
Yes.
Okay.
Keanu,
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'll have to do that. So you told us how you got. How did you get to Barstool? You didn't say that specifically.
So I did a video. So a friend of mine, Thomas, he actually helps me get booked. He's like one of my booking agents out of Texas. He's a huge UFC fan, and he was like, "Josh, you got to do a video about Patty the Baddie." And I'm like, "Who's Patty the Baddie?" And he was like, "He's one of the athletes, one of the only athletes that Barstool has ever signed." So I went. He sent me a bunch of information, like, cause he's a huge fan.
Okay.
Thomas out of Texas, and I did it. And Dave Portnoy, I want to butcher his name. My mom always say his name like this. He gonna like you. You funny. He's Potno. His name is Potno. Hey, that's Dave Potno. But Dave Portnoy saw it. He tagged Gaz on it, and Gaz hit me up on Instagram. Had a conversation. A week later, I had a conversation with Erica Nardini, who I absolutely think is like dope. And this
She
ain't
is dope.
This ain't me sucking up because I am who I am. I just thought it was dope that a woman was CEO of a huge company, and I liked the way she carried herself. It wasn't overbearing like I'm a woman. No, she was just like super chill. So if y'all ever get the chance to meet Erica, like I just think her energy is just super dope.
Yeah, I loved it. She is incredible.
Yeah, we talked for like 30, 40 minutes, and she was like super direct, super like, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna do it. You can be with it. It was kind of like Suge Knight. You can get with it or get ran over. But either way, we gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I got to be a part of that situation.
And that is no joke.
Yeah, she didn't say like, oh, we need you so bad without you. No, and listen, we like you. We got a lot of content creators. You either want to come rock with the best or you gonna be the rest.
Yeah.
And we talked, and
but you have full ownership of what you want to do. Which is the best part.
And they told me, they was like, listen, we don't want to bring you here to change you. We want you to do what. They did two things for me that I almost got Barstool tatted on me, but I ain't gonna do that yet. You know what I'm saying? I get a big check, I might do it.
Shout out for Soli.
But they told me they didn't want me to change. They said continue to do exactly what I'm doing now, which is what I did. I just got to get used to the Barstool's fan base. I'm not used to this new, very intense, very active, don't sleep, will message you 24 hours a day fan base. And they let me remain independent on my live side. So when I do my comedy shows, I can get booked where I want to get booked.
Oh, that's good.
As long as there was like, they were extremely lenient in letting me remain who I am. And it's hard to find companies that'll let you do that.
Yeah.
I've worked with big companies before, like in the same field as Barstool.
Okay.
I won't say names.
Okay.
But they were really like more airtight on everything I could do. Barstool definitely let me be myself.
Yeah, and they'll let you know later if it didn't work.
No.
Like if you did something that was offensive or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they have to worry about that with you though.
Nah.
Okay. So, are you going to do any shows in New York City?
No.
Never.
I ain't gonna say never.
Yeah, you were pretty quick with that though.
I ain't gonna say never. The thing is, like, so this is me. I'm a shark in Florida. And I mean, there's comedians in Florida, but I am a shark. Like, I know who I am. I'm Free Willy in Florida.
Okay.
In New York, I would be Nemo. It's so many comedians. It's so many comedy clubs.
Okay. I was kind of slow on that one.
Yeah, and I don't want to be, I just don't want to be another guy saying, hey, come see me. I don't ever want to just tell jokes because I can in a comedy venue. I think it's kind of corny just to take a picture to say you did a comedy show. I want to make sure every time I do an event, the audience gets what they want. And I want to go where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated. And I'm pretty sure I'll be tolerated because I'm a comedian in New York, but I want to go somewhere where people want me there. So,
I like that.
Yeah, of course.
And you've worked to get there, so you can do that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
If I could have dinner with anybody, what's the purpose of this dinner? Just to have a dinner?
Because it was somebody you'd want to have dinner and talk to. Like, who would you want to sit down and have a conversation with, dead or alive? Who would be the one person if you could pick from anything, anywhere?
The girl upstairs with them dimples. Who's ever upstairs with them dimples and them Tory Burch
dimple
jeans.
Girl. I'm going upstairs after this, and I'm walking around looking for dimples.
Yes. I'm playing, not playing, but it'll probably be, I want to talk to I don't want to get that deep, but I definitely probably like to talk to God, that's a great question, man.
You've never really thought about like, oh man, I'd really like to talk to him. I mean, I'd have like 3 people at my table. I couldn't pick
Probably
just
Kobe
one.
Bryant.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a really good one.
And because Kobe Bryant, he was a person that made mistakes. His passion for what he loved was like tremendous. He was from what I see, he was a tremendous father. He was apologetic. He was loved by every nationality, men and women, and I'm really big on that. I hate division. I love inclusion. I don't like divisiveness. I would just want to learn and understand how to be as passionate as he was, because I think I'm cool in comedy, and I think I love what I do. I just don't think I go as hard as I should go, and my kids and my family and the people around me, they'll tell you, like, I really like what I do. I really do comedy, right? But in my mind, I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping too long. I could be shooting 10 videos a day.
Oh wow.
And then at one point, I was doing 65 videos a month, and
Oh,
I was still like, I could have did 80. But I just feel like I don't know nobody as passionate as Kobe Bryant was said to be. So probably Kobe, and rest in peace to him and his beautiful daughter.
Yeah,
and the
no
families
kidding.
that were involved in the helicopter as well.
That was a sad thing. And he seems like a great guy.
would
You never heard anyone who wouldn't love him.
Who would you talk to?
I'm almost embarrassed to say after that one, but I mean, like, if I could have people at my table, it would be, I have to have 2 people.
Okay. So you ain't give me the option of 2.
I know.
That's messed up that you get 2,
Okay,
man.
okay. I just would really like to talk to Ronald Reagan. I do not know why. I just, see, you know why?
Because he shut the drug trade down?
No,
He made it hard to get drugs in?
Mr. Gorbachev, take down this wall. I just think he's great. Like, he was
That's your line right there. Ronald, say it. Take down this wall.
No, I just think, I mean, he went from an actor to president. Like, back in those days, that was pretty.
Donald Trump went from an actor to president.
Yeah, but that's nowadays. See, like, the social media is everywhere. When Reagan was in, it wasn't. I don't know why. I'd like to have him and Paul McCartney.
Who's Paul McCartney? I'm dead serious. Who is that? Oh, that's the Beatles guy.
That's the Beatles.
Oh, that's right, the Beatles guy. Listen.
Who's like 80? How old is he? He turned 85 at his last concert. How the hell do you get up there and sing on stage and freaking at 85?
You want to know what I saw? And we probably got to wrap it up. I'm sorry. You want to know who I saw that women your age go crazy? Like, so when I was a security guard, real quick story, I was a security guard at Marco Island Marriott in Marco Island, Florida. I had to shadow, he was the lead singer of the Beach Boys. What is his name? Little guy.
Yeah.
Listen.
Shit.
Women in their 60s were throwing bras at them.
I know.
I've never seen nothing like this. And he's probably 5'4", 119 pounds. And the bras.
Brian Wilson?
Yes.
Maybe? Is that
Brian Wilson. And he's still alive, right?
I believe so.
I think he's a little guy. He was the lead singer of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, he's 80.
Listen,
80.
women were throwing bras and him.
Yeah.
They were throwing bras.
Oh my gosh.
And pantyhose that come down to your ankle at this man on the beach. And he was catching them. He was like,
Oh
there's
God.
some good girls out there. And I was like, I smell like Geritol and wheelchairs. What is going on? Like, put your tennis balls back on your walkers, ladies. Like, y'all need to go home, man. Like,
Yeah.
you was a fangirl. I can look at your eyes and tell you was a fangirl at some point. Was Paul McCartney your hall pass?
Was he I don't have a hall pass, but that might have been it. I don't know.
Look at you getting red. She's blushing. Oh my God, I got you blushing. Husband, she's yours. You safe. I promise. You are blushing. Paul McCartney. Look at and Ronald Reagan.
No. I'm not blushing.
Oh my
over Ronald.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough, Josh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you could can you think of anything you would never tell your mom?
When I lost my virginity.
Oh, I was going to say, so tell me, but you just did. You were supposed to say, yeah, I can think of something, but I'm not going to tell anybody.
My mom.
Well, I don't want to know that about my son either, though.
I had my first son at 21.
Oh, you did?
My first Emery was at 21.
Uh-huh.
My mom thought I lost my virginity. His mom.
Oh.
That lady had no clue.
That's okay.
Yeah, she had. Yeah, mom, I ain't gonna say that woman never had no idea. I would never tell my mama that ever. I asked my mama, Mom, where do babies come from? I asked her this on camera. I got a skit on Facebook. I said, Mom, where do babies come from? She couldn't tell me. Like, she wouldn't tell me. At 30-some years old, she wouldn't. I said, Mom, so where do it come from? It come from where they come from. I said, Mom, so how was I made? Baby, you was made. But how? She wouldn't tell me. So I think that should be a skit where kids ask their parents, how was I made? So to see how uncomfortable the parents get.
Oh, yeah. And the things they would say.
We should get Alex to ask you that.
Well, we're not going to, though.
See? Look,
My podcast, we're not asking.
Look, I love her. I love you.
Oh, you're sweet. Okay, can you call your mom and tell her you love her?
Let me call my mama. That's my baby. I love her to death.
Aw.
Let me see.
That was a quick phone grab. He was ready to go.
He was ready to go.
That's my girl, man.
Yeah.
Nothing means more to me than my mama. Let's see if she answers. Mom. Yes. So listen, I'm on this podcast. It's a mother, daughter, but it's a mom's pod, right? And we're just talking live. They wanted me to call you and tell you how much I love you and appreciate you and how much you mean to me and stuff. Okay. So how do you feel? Do you love me back?
Of course.
How much?
I love you more than you can even imagine. You're my baby.
And how do you feel about me?
What you mean how I feel about you?
Like,
I feel like how I feel about you?
yeah, yes, ma'am.
I feel what they say when you ask me how I feel about you, I'm proud of you. I feel so honored to be your mother.
Why you saying mother like that? Why you really pronouncing that? Cause we on camera in front of people?
To be your mama.
My mama.
Okay.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. All right, ma. That's enough now. Ma. You making me emotional.
Well, you ain't gotta get emotional. You know you. I am very proud of you. You're a very respectful, yes ma'am, no ma'am, young man,
And I told
doing wonderful things.
and I told him you love the Lord.
Oh my gosh, yes, he's my everything.
You want to have church real quick?
Yes.
All right, ma. We can't have church on air, ma. We can't do that right now. Ma. We got time for that. Ma.
Okay, I can sing a song. I can read a scripture. I can do whatever.
All right, give me just a piece of a song. Just like 20 seconds, ma. Don't go to church and we gonna be in here for hours, ma. Please.
I love you, Lord.
No. Do they said I wouldn't make it. Just a little bit.
They said I wouldn't make it. They said that I wouldn't be here today. They said that I wouldn't amount to anything.
And what they say? What you glad to say?
I'm glad to say
Where you going?
that I'm on my way.
And what else? Finish it.
And I'm growing stronger every day.
Thank you, ma.
Let's give her a
Wow.
clap. Yes, that was amazing.
I love you too, Josh. You know I love you.
All right, ma. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's my favorite song.
That was amazing.
Wow, she has an incredible voice. That gave me chills.
And I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to stay.
They're going to be calling her for a singing contract.
Listen.
Wow.
When she sang that song, oh my gosh. Because she's talking, it's just like she doesn't sing that song when it's talking about how people used to gossip about her, and they used to say like she used to do drugs, she ain't gonna change, or she drink, or she curse, she ain't gonna change, and she always sings that song to remind her like people gonna say stuff about you, but when you in God, that's where you're there to stay. It's like it's a safe place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
I know, it makes me emotional every time.
Yeah.
No, that's my. I love her. I love her, man.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being on here, and I cannot wait to get to know you better and watch
Listen.
what you do.
Thank you for having me. This is a super dope moment. I think this pod is great. I look forward to building a relationship with you, and I think what you're doing is great. And to all the moms out there, y'all mean the most to us. We love y'all. Y'all should be honest, cherished, and appreciated forever.
Thank you.
Quick pause for a BetterHelp ad. It can be tough to train your brain to stay in problem-solving mode when faced with a challenge in life. But when you learn how to find your own solution, there's no better feeling. A therapist can help you become a better problem solver, making it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big or small. Mom, I know personally you have a BetterHelp therapist, and what was it that led you to get one?
Well, because I thought the ease of the app was good.
Yes, how easy it was, and you could access it with
Yeah.
You can text them.
You can text them, or you can do a Zoom or whatever, it's Skype, and then you can also what's it called? Message them.
Easily accessible for a working woman. If you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, accessible, affordable, and entirely online. Get matched with a therapist after filling out a brief survey, and you can switch therapists at any time. When you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/motherknowsbest today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/motherknowsbest. Enjoy.
Yes, and also you can give that as a gift. He is so funny.
Did you have fun with that one,
I
Mom?
had a lot of fun with him. No, he's really down to earth. He's very interesting. He loves his boys. He loves his mom.
The mom can sing.
And she's got an incredible voice, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I bet he can sing too. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, 100%. I think he can do anything.
I think he can too.
He's just like a well-rounded, talented boy.
But he really gets people to do his comedy with. He said he didn't want to do comedy here, which I get. He's a Florida boy, and he's like, people love me there. He's like, I may not fit into this kind of comedy here, although I think he probably would. He'd be surprised.
He could probably fit in anywhere.
Yeah. No, he's a great addition for us. I do think he's going to get used to how to handle some of the stoolies being mean, because he's not. Everyone that follows him is like kind, like follows him on his Facebook groups and things, and they kind of talk together and all that. He's not used to like mean, shitty comments.
Yeah, the stoolies.
Yeah, the stoolies. So he's going to have to work through that.
Yes.
But I'm sure he will.
Well, we had to as well.
Probably very kindly and funny with humor.
Kindness wins.
Yeah.
So he will win. He'll come
Yeah.
out on top.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe to the Mother Knows Best Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm missing one. Instagram, TikTok. I'm like, what's the one? Leave us a review on the podcast platforms, and we will see you next week. We love you guys.
Okay, see you next week. I'm not sure if I love you. No, I'm kidding.